All right, we're ready and we are live. All right, everybody. I hope all of y'all can hear me. I hope all of you can see me. Thank you so very much for joining me on this. Where I'm at, it's kind of really rainy Friday evening. Yeah, it's kind of raining pretty good over here, so I won't complain. Rain never hurt anybody, right? I mean, at least not excessive rain. So, well, oh, I'm a little bit, what's it? At a loss for words. I don't even know why. Anywho, thank you very much to all my subscribers for tuning in. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so very much. And for those of you who are visiting for the very first time, stay with me, stay with us, join us, do subscribe. We are a great group of people. However, disclaimer, sometimes I kind of get a little cranky, I suppose, ornery, I suppose. So please forgive me in advance. I'm going to ask you in advance to please forgive me. I do get a little bit, yeah, I suppose, testy and a bit cranky. No excuse for that, except that sometimes the energy is just so. I mean, what can I say? And for those of you who are my subscribers, you know how that goes. No offense meant. I really snap out of it really fast unless somebody has really ticked me off. It's just weird. Sometimes the energy is kind of a little off, and sometimes it's just me. I'm just being crabby and cranky and what have you. So, again, one more time, I greatly appreciate your patience. I'm asking you in advance, saying that I appreciate your patience and thank you for staying with me. So, having said all of that, this was a reading, a case that I think it was Alia who had asked me, and she'd been asking me for a long time, and I was like, you know what, I really didn't want to do any readings for cases on missing children because um, it the last time I did that a reading, it kind of took a toll on me a little bit, and I just wanted to stay away from that because, excuse me. Oh yes, and again, sorry for my allergies and my sniffles. Pardon me for that, all in advance. Okay. So for some reason, I kind of wanted to stay away from doing these readings for cases of missing children. It kind of Ooh, it really took a toll on me. So I stayed away from it, and finally I decided just this afternoon. I had back-to-back readings, personal readings all day, and I was like, oh my God, I haven't scheduled Friday Night Live, so let me go ahead and schedule it. And boom, the first thing that came in my mind was The Boy in the Box, and I was like, I am doing it. Another thing I want to say is I just want to take a moment before I even look at the screen and say, hi to all of my subscribers who are here. I just want to take a moment and ask all of you to please join me if you would care to, and just taking a couple of seconds and just, sending positive vibes and positive energy and prayers to the families who have lost a child in unfortunate ways such as this, right? And I also want to take a moment to pray for, these children, for their souls to rest in peace. And I hope, we are able to find the perpetrators and the criminals and bring them to justice, and that we at least say, you know what, we couldn't save you, we couldn't prevent this from happening to you, but we have hopefully brought justice, and hopefully that should have some sort of a bring some little element of peace to your soul. So I'm just going to take a moment and say whatever I'm going to say in my mind, and then we'll get started, okay? Okay. So, just as I said that huge thunder, like just as I said my last couple of words, and I wanted to light a candle like I usually do, but sometimes, I don't light a candle because, I have the fan going on and whatever. So I picked up a white candle. I buy these tea light candles in bulk, y'all. Okay, I buy a lot of this. And I actually picked one up to light it for this young boy, and I was told, no, take the blue one. So I have a bunch of these blue candles. Let me show it to you. I don't know why. These candles have been with me for the longest time. I couldn't tell you how long. So this is a very faint light. It's a beautiful blue. It's like a baby blue, a powder blue, whatever you want to call it. It's really, see, I mean, okay, I know I'm going off tangents. It's lighter than, yeah, it's almost like the color of my nail polish, which is actually a very, very light, really light blue gray. Now, that's not the reason why I picked it. I just noticed, oh wow, it's almost the same color. But anyhow, for some reason, and I have all different colors, different sizes, and yes, different shapes of candles as well, because I do a lot of candle work, right? So, candles in the shape of heart and people and pillar candles and all that stuff, different colors. And so I was told very specifically to pick the blue one. I was like, okay, there must be a message for, I truly hope he steps forth and shares with us and tells us, his energy comes forth and tells us like what transpired, and, whether it was an accident or whether it was, murder or whatever, it's been decades, but hopefully we'll be able to have some answers. And it's never too late to resolve a criminal case, correct? Now, one more thing I want to say is I have no idea. I have nothing on this child except that he's called the boy in the box, and I do know that his body was exhumed, and they took some DNA from a tooth. This is what's available on the internet, okay? It's nothing else that I have information, and they did a DNA testing, and that's it. They did for DNA, and so I don't know whether they were able to make any connections. And today, Ancestry.com, who knows? They still hope that someday we'll be able to find who his parents or family were, or whatever. At least that kind of a connection, right? And other than that, I don't have his name, date of birth, nothing. The only thing I wanted to know was, when was he found, the date that he was found, and even that was, I could have looked for it, but then I was like, I got sidetracked with a lot of things, and I was like, let me see, boy in the box. I just want to know the date he was found. So they're saying he died on, this is on Wikipedia or whatever, the usual Google search. They're saying he died, I'm sorry, date. So he was born somewhere between 1949 and 1954. What am I doing? I'm taking some other piece of paper there too. Oh my God. He was born between 1949 and 54. It doesn't tell us anything. He was around 3 months and 9 days, when they did the autopsy or whatever. And they say homicide by blunt force trauma. And I'm trying to see the date they declared him dead, hang on, you guys. I know y'all probably, they're saying, so somebody found him on Feb 25th, 1957. That's all I know, y'all. I have no other knowledge in terms of, or information in terms of what happened to this beautiful child. So then, now, since I'm done with all of that, disclaimer, this is for entertainment purposes only. These are my observations and my opinions. Please do your own research, do your own due diligence, and form your own conclusions. All right. So, all right. Hi, Susie. Vexing Vixen, hey. Miranda Norris, hello. Afrohuman 2, hello. Let's see, Gypsy Girl, hello. Ali Ali, hello. Debbie Bagley, hello. Who else is here? Sunshine Dragonfly, hello. Aquarius Girl, hello. Delvin H, hello. Ginger Goodner, hello. Ginger, I haven't seen you in a while. Lucinda 5563, hello. Who am I missing? The Carriage House, hello. And one more thing I want to say, this is a really, really funny thing. I suppose it's not funny, like haha funny, but odd. So this is just a tank, right? A tank and like a shirt, right? So I have this exact thing in a blue color. So I wore the blue, all right? I think you see me wear it on my videos, one of the videos. It's kind of a nice blue, just a regular tank. It's the matching thingy, and this shirt, which is nice for summer. And I took out the blue and I wore it, and the few minutes, okay, so odd, the few minutes that I wore that blue thingy, right, I was annoyed. Like my mood, like literally in 5 minutes, right, I was irritable for those 5 minutes. And I was just, I didn't get prepped and I didn't slap on my war paint as usual. I just washed my face and threw on my mineral sunscreen, although I don't need sunscreen out now. That was the first thing I could find, and I was like, this has a little bit of moisture. I slapped it on and put on some lip gloss type of a thing. And those few minutes that I had that blue shirt on, y'all, it was so bizarre. My mood was like, I was just irritable for no reason. Nothing transpired in the house. Nothing happened. Nobody annoyed me. Nothing happened. I was just annoyed, and I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror. For some reason, I was averting. Like, I didn't want to see. You want to check yourself to make sure, okay, I mean, clearly it's not like I want to look like a supermodel. I mean, sure, heck yeah, but this is me. At least make yourself look presentable, right? I couldn't do it. I couldn't look at myself in the mirror, and I was just so irritable. I was like, to heck with it. And then, excuse me. And then I grabbed this one and wore it, and automatically I felt a little bit lighter. So I don't know if I can read anything into it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Maybe I'm just plain old cuckoo. Who knows? And on the other hand, yes, color does have an impact. Color science, the science of color, it does help. It does help, when we see certain colors are depressing and certain colors are brighter, etc. So I do believe in that. Anyway, that was on a side note. So let's get on with this. Tammy Smith, then Shock Sembler, Elizabeth Anguiano, then Grand Mimo. Hey, how are you? No, you're not late, honey. All right. So again, a shout out to our beautiful Alia Ali for asking. I'm sorry it took me a long time to do this. I hope you understand. So here we go. So let's see. So 2, 7, that's 9, plus 10 is 19. 19 is 1, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 is 4. So I don't know, we'll see. So it does 4. I have nothing on this child, no name, nothing. Okay. So just looking at the date of when he was declared dead or found dead, or however they want to do it, right? Because we don't know how long he was in that box, right? So unless somebody has a different date, the date I found on the internet was Feb 25th, 1954. So let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 4th house represents mother, home, property, affairs at the end of life, emotions, family roots, etc. So the principal thing that stands out for me over here, which is so glaringly obvious, is mother. Okay, and it talks about family and it talks about emotions. Okay, so I haven't worn this in a while. Well, I'm not going to mess with it. Why am I getting sidetracked? I don't know. So let's see what's going on. I'm going to get all my stuff, my cards, and then we do a reading for this. And somebody else asked me, can you do another reading for summer? And I was like, that's kind of gotten really like so many readings. It's like, I'm going to give it a rest. So I'm going to finish this and I'll see how I feel, and then maybe we'll do some. I'll ask y'all if y'all have any specific. We are not doing private readings. We are not going to be asking private questions. If you ask private and personal questions regarding any of your personal situations, I'm just going to delete the comment. And if y'all keep repeating that, I'm just going to kind of block you. So please, let's just focus on this. Okay? Thank you for understanding. I do appreciate you all. Vixen, oh my God, you are so sweet. Thank you. Girl, let me tell you, there are days when I feel far from beautiful, as in, we are all, I mean, human beings, man, woman, a man or woman, like sometimes you feel like, yeah, today no matter what I slap on my face in terms of makeup or whatever I wear, I kind of don't feel it type of thing. But some days you're like, yeah, I can kick butt and take names, right? All right, here we go. Lot of hesitation, y'all. I don't know, I feel like there is a lot of hesitation. I don't know, why am I feeling hesitation? Come on, buddy. Show me what I need to know. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Help me understand what I need to understand. These two. Okay. So we have air and then we have Taurus. Wait. No? And then we have Taurus. So like I said, we don't know his name, we don't know his date of birth, we don't know nothing. So we are just like literally asking the universe to help us in finding answers, right? So, that is 7. Now let's see. 2. Doesn't make any sense as yet. See, my biggest question was, yeah, nobody knows his name. Isn't that so sad? Oh, Alia, thank you. It is so sad, so sad, right? Whoa. (2017), he would have been 65, around 68 years old, around about that now, right? So, oh, thank you. Red is my color, I tell you that. All right, so we have Temperance, okay. This is going to be an interesting read, y'all. And then we have the Lover's card, okay. So it's very interesting that I have 3 of the elements here. I have the air card, which is of course Swords energy, right? It's Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, and then Taurus, which is an earth energy. Now, and then we have Sagittarius, Temperance, and then we have the Lover's card, which is again air energy. Now, I will tell you, with the Taurus card popping up here, and Venus rules Taurus, and then we have Gemini, duality, right, and then Sagittarius, Temperance, and air. So I am not so sure that this is an accident. I am not going to blindly say that this is an accident, okay? So as we all know, we've heard cases of where these kids, they are playing hide and seek or what have yous, and then they go, they go hide somewhere, and then they're lost and they're not found. We've heard cases like that, right? That has happened, and then ultimately you come to find out, like, whenever the child is found hiding behind a closet, although I don't know how they couldn't find out, because if a human being passes, for however decomposition of the body and all that, so people living around in the family, how do they not know it, right? At least the odor, right? So I don't buy that story. You would know. And we've heard cases of, they went and hid in the attic, or they went and hid in the barn, and that sort of a thing. But I don't believe this was a case of an accident where this child went off to hide in a box and they didn't find out, and somebody they didn't know, and when they found out it was too late and somebody flipped out and threw the whole box away. I don't think that's the case. Okay? I don't think that is the case. So, hang on. It is so sad, isn't it? You know, let me do one thing really quickly, y'all. Before I go any further, okay. Give me 1 second, okay? This is interesting. So he is called the boy in the box. I'm just curious. Bear with me, okay? Ooh, where did it go? I'm just curious. I just want to know what's going on over here. Hey, Pauline. How are you? I'm glad you were joining us. All right, give me 1 second. So we have 10, 15, 20, 30, correct? 30, 30, 40, 49, plus 5 is 54, 60, 67, 67 plus 6 is 73. So 73, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so, and the first house. Okay, I was just curious. We'll get to, oh, weather advisory. Okay. I was wondering what that was. Okay, give me 1 second, y'all. I don't know if this is an accident. I'm not going to. Funny, I get a yes over here, but we'll see. So the queen and 2 tens. See, these 2 tens have been popping out, y'all. And the queen, oh my goodness. There's a female who's responsible. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Absolutely. There is a female who's responsible for sure. Yes. When I asked if this was an accident, I did get a yes, but then as I see the cards, it's a yes, but then there's also a female who's responsible. So am I going to blindly assume that this was accidental, or maybe there was an accident and then it kind of went? No, I can't even say that because I'm being told you're wrong. Okay, then show me what I need to see. If I'm wrong, then show me what I need to see. They're asking me to do this one more time. Oh my God. Why did I put it away even? Hang on, you guys. I can't understand why I didn't keep these cards out. See, I'm getting a little agitated now. I don't know why. Alright, let's try this again. If that 10 and those 2 queens pop up, I mean those 2 tens and that queen, let me shuffle this way. Okay, let me ask. I get a single yes. Okay, this is weird. Okay, let's see. I don't know. Confusing. 2. I get another yes. So when I asked if it was an accident, I got a yes. When I asked if he was murdered, I'm getting a yes. So what the hell is going on over here? This is weird. There's something more to it. Hang on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. See, I get another, yes, I get the 10, I get the queen. Okay, so I really don't know what to make of this, y'all, because when I asked if it was an accident, all 3 times I got aces, which is for me a yes. When I asked if this was like a murder, then I got the aces again. But the one thing that was consistent was the 10 and the queen. So we'll take it a little further. So what I want to say is maybe there was abuse, and then maybe it wasn't meant to be taken so far, and it wasn't meant, the abuse wasn't meant to have taken so far, and that's the accidental part of it. That's what I think. But I will tell you, the queen is very important. The 2 tens and the queen, for me, it says that a female is definitely responsible. Taurus is also ruled by Venus, which is a female. Then we have the air card and Gemini. That tells me that it was rage. It was definitely rage. It was also very mercurial energy around them. The temperance card shows me could have been addiction issues, either alcohol or drugs or whatever, which might have caused all of this drama. Let's take it further. All right. Let me see if I can use these cards. I don't know. Let me figure this out. Let me see if I can use. I don't know if I want to use this. Shoot. I don't know. Give me a second, okay? I don't know if I want to use these cards, but I'm going to. Do I need to use these cards or not? Tell me if I need to use these cards or not. Nope. Okay, that's fine. Hang on, you guys. I know it's taking a little bit of time. I have all my cards out, but for some reason, the energy is like, and it's pouring like crazy. Alright, we'll go with this guy. So, okay, so like I said, female is primarily responsible. Addiction issues, either alcohol or drugs or whatever. Unable to contain the temper because Mercury, and the Lovers card here also. Now let's think about it. The Lovers card is Gemini, is duality, inability to make the right decisions, right? This has everything to do with somebody who is, obviously, if you're inebriated, you don't make good decisions, right? So that too plays a big role here. And I would not be surprised if this has something to do with a couple. So it's not, maybe there was some kind of an addiction kind of a situation going on in a family environment. Of course, the woman is primary over here, but it could have also been a male. And I'm seeing that she was trying to maintain some sort of a balance, but she herself couldn't. So there is a possibility that she also had some sort of an addiction issues. And another thing, remember 4th house is, right, when I did my little whatever I did with regards to the date, 4th house, it talks about emotions, home and mother. So again, somebody who was his mother, or, well, they say he was an orphan or something, I don't know, or a mother figure to him. Okay. Hey Janet, Arbad, Margaret, Rodriguez, hey. Okay, am I holding it? No. Okay, it's in the reverse. That's fine. Oh my god, in the reverse again. Why am I holding them all in reverse? Hang on one second. No, I'm not. There you go. Yeah. So some cards in this are reversed. So if they pop up reverse, I'm going to take them as reverse. So this was the first one that popped out, and this is the Ten of Swords. And then we have the Queen of Cups, right, in the reverse, right? This is upright in the reverse. So again, wait, I'll explain. Then we have the Four of Swords in the reverse, okay? Then we have Four of Cups in the reverse. Lot of reverse energy. That is so weird. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So what I am going to say as far as this is concerned is that yes, feeling like they've hit absolute rock bottom. I will definitely say that whoever this individual or individuals are that are responsible for this child's demise, they were at their lowest point in their life. But having said that, the fact that the Queen of Cups is in the reverse, I'm going to say yes, it is the mother or whoever the mother figure is, be it adopted or what you call those places where they oh my goodness, where they stepmom or biological mother or foster mother or whatever, completely lacking in emotions. Okay, so the hitting rock bottom and this card popping up in the reverse shows me that she did not do what a mother should have done. Be you biological, be you adopted, be you stepmom, she failed as a mother, let's put it that way. Then we have the Four of Swords in the reverse, right? And then we have the Four of Cups in the reverse. Now, in the traditional tarot, the Four of Swords does talk about retreat, rest, renewal, solitude, recovery, etc. And then the Four of Cups talks about feeling unfulfilled, not satisfied with the way things are going, dissatisfied with what you have been given, feeling like the grass is greener on the other side, etc. The fact that these two are in the reverse, it tells me, so as far as emotions were concerned, like it didn't matter to her whether she was able to fulfill her responsibilities and her duties as a mother emotionally, or even in terms of taking care of the child, right? So for her it didn't matter. She was not, I don't know how, if she's a foster mother, I don't know how she ended up being a foster mother. She is not worthy of it. But absolutely no feelings, y'all. It's like feelings are blocked. It's like, whatever. I hate to say this, but people are going to get pissed at me, but I'm just going to say it. What I'm being told is that it's like taking care of sheep. I'm sorry, y'all. That's the message I just got. That's what I'm being told. So for her, it's very unfortunate, right? I mean, no disrespect meant to any of the people who are fantastic foster parents and step parents and all that. No disrespect to them. So don't turn my words around and twist them around and come at me, because I made it very clear and proof is in the video what I really meant by that. But it's like for her in this case, it was like, didn't matter. It was like, all right, fine, just, So she wasn't worthy of being a foster mother or a mother, whatever, her status was or her role was as a caregiver. She just wasn't worthy of it. How she landed up in that, I don't know. And how she wasn't called out, I don't know. For her, it was just an opportunity, right? It was an opportunity. Oh, you're going to give me money to take care of it? Oh, all right, fine. All right, give me the money. And then here behind closed doors, it's like all a bunch of humbug. It's like no proper care, no proper attention, nothing. It was just a source of money coming in. So I was told it was like a bunch of sheep. It's like, whatever, don't care. You just go and do your own thing. No caregiving. That's not what I wanted to see, but dang it, sometimes they show me things I wish I hadn't seen. So Janet Ackerland says, some people think he was an unwanted child and they paid a woman to take care of him, but she was not. But probably, right? Probably. So, whatever. That's true too. I mean, there's so much of hazy stuff with regards to fostering and all that, y'all. I'm not in any position to speak because I have never I don't know. So So let's take a look and see any further. And now I'm getting hot. Oh my goodness. Y'all, this candle is just steady. It's like just steady. Sometimes the flame, of course the fan is not on, but sometimes the flame, it kind of moves around and then splutters and nothing. This is like steady. It's so nice to see that. And it's all about money. See, I wonder why they were not able to match with DNA. Maybe it's just because his biological parents, in those days in 57, I mean, who thought about DNA, right? So now, since all the DNA stuff is thing, I hope they reopen their case and are able to connect some dots and at least find some. Well, if this happened in 1957, he would be close to 68, maybe 70 years old. So I greatly doubt if his parents are alive, right? I mean, just, nature of life or, longevity, that sort of a thing. But hopefully some family member somewhere, and hopefully this child, it's like this child didn't belong to anybody. It's like, it's crazy. I can't even comprehend. Let me see. I'm not looking at the charts because I want to pull out some more cards. Let me see what else pops up. Show me what else I need to see. Okay, I have, who is this guy? Page of Wands, look at this. This is beautiful. But again, this one also popped out in the reverse. Knight of Wands. Hang on. Wow. Okay. So, let me pull out some more cards. No? Show me some cards. So many in reverses. 9 of Swords. I'm going to take these 3. 5 of Coins. Lot of coins. Page of Coins. 8 of Swords. So this is a little weird energy, y'all. I have to tell you. This is a bit. Give me 1 second, okay? Let me just. No. Stay there. Absolute lack of empathy, absolute lack of feeling. It's like no emotions, no intention to try to resuscitate or to kind of make right the wrong that has transpired. No feeling of regret or stress or tension. It's like complete lack of emotions, because all of this is in the reverse. So it says that not willing to take any action, meaning not being proactive in any way, shape or form, just existing for the sake of existing, okay? And this is, this card talks about depression and anxiety and grief and feeling like, oh my God, the world's falling about my ears or whatever. No emotions, like there's nothing. Absolutely, this is a weird person, y'all. Whoever this chick is, this woman is, like, it's just so weird. And then you have the 5 of Coins. Now, 5 of Coins, it does talk about like feeling some sort of a financial loss, or feeling like you put out in the cold, or struggles as far as finances are concerned. So if that is in the reverse, I'm going to say that she didn't have to worry about finances because she was being paid for. Remember, we got this card earlier, right? But the weird thing is, Like she's just somebody who's not capable of emotions. That's what I think. And then we have this here with the coins again, but in the reverse, right? So what this is telling me, well, I suppose I should put it here. What that is telling me again is, in terms of having the ability to raise money, having the patience, having the wherewithal, in terms of, okay, fine, somebody's going to make an offer to me and they're going to give me some more money, etc. I think when she thought she was going to get that consistently, the money coming in to take care of him, it was kind of stopped. It wasn't, that flow of cash wasn't there. But on the other hand, I do believe she was getting money for whatever other reason, maybe other kids. But as far as this child is concerned, at some point in time, the cash flow kind of stopped. Okay, that offer of money stopped. So that's when she felt like, it's not going to work. It's going to put me in a bind. I don't want to have to deal with it. Now, how can I get out of this situation? I don't want to be responsible for him. So, what I'm sensing is maybe he's not the only child who she was responsible for in terms of fostering or whatever. Maybe others were giving her money, or even the government was giving her money to foster. She was fine, but this particular child, whenever the cash flow stopped coming in for him, because it's in the reverse over here, she's like, screw this shit, I'm not going to be responsible for this no more. I want out of it because I don't want to be bound. I don't want to be restricted. I don't want to feel like my hands are tied and I'm forced to take care of this child. She didn't want that anymore. I think that's what might have changed everything. We'll get into that, Janet. Give me 1 second, okay? Give me 1 second. In the reverse, excuse me. So what this is telling me, the Queen of Swords in the reverse, is like she was like, okay, I'm done. Okay, I'm done. I am not going to be resourceful anymore. I don't want to be responsible for this person anymore. I'm done. I'm stepping back. Okay, and this is also saying that in terms of being honest and being, upfront and clear and having that clarity and being able to say, do things with clarity and take the right action, she was like, I'm not going to be bothered with that. Okay, so she was like, she checked out. She was like, nah. When the money stopped coming in, she was like, I'm done. I don't want to. But there's definitely addictions involved. There's definitely like inability to balance, find a balance, as moderation, tempers flying, very mercurial, really quick to fly off the handle, not thinking before making a decision. And it's the Venus, the emotions, the home, the mother, oh my God. See, a lot of reversals, y'all. And then you have the Six of Swords. Again, the Six of Swords. Okay, the Six of Swords here. I feel for him, he didn't have a chance to leave. He couldn't extract himself from this situation. It's not her. He couldn't extract himself from the situation. There was no way he could get out of it. The Fool card. Let me see what comes after the Fool card. Damn it. The Moon card. So I'm going to say, as much as he might have thought about wanting to to leave and run away, and just run away, like literally escape, run away, no way could he have done it. Absolutely no way could he have done it. The Moon card is a no for me. The Moon card does talk about, it's intuition, imagination, all of that, but to me that card basically says it's a no card. If the Sun card pops out, it's a yes. The Moon card for me is a no. So there was no way he could extract himself and get out of that situation, which was really, really unfortunate. Hang on one second, let me just shuffle these cards. I'm going to do something over here, y'all, okay? Let's reconfigure this stuff. Give me 1 second, okay? Because this time, I am, like a lot of people, I know when I used to have my classes on Saturdays, they would be like reversals, etc. Now those of you who are interested can see how I actually, if I want to do reversals and how do I initiate it, I'll show you. Bear with me, okay? Let me see how that pops up. Hang on 1 second. I'm sorry, okay? I should have had the other card set because I have another deck of this, but that's okay. This is a very interesting deck, y'all. Bunny, really? Everybody knows you're here, Bunny. You don't have to make it obvious. Okay, Bun. So, Mr. Bernalot, my wonderful Saint Bernard, he was all like, oh, I gotta go potty, Mom. I'm like, okay, let's go to the backyard. So we go to the backyard, 2 drops of rain, and he's like, nope, no potty, I want to go back in. Okay, let's go in, correct? So we come back inside, and then he's like hopping around like a cat on a hot tin roof. I want to go potty. I'm like, okay, let's go out. So I said, Mark, can you please take him out for a second? I just need to get ready. So Mark goes out with an umbrella and a towel over him, and he goes, okay, buddy, go potty. So he goes around, where the grass is over there in the backyard, and then one like low rumble of thunder. That was it. He was like, no, can't do it. Gotta run back inside. So come back inside. Then I go, and I was like, okay, I'll give you 5 minutes, kid. I'm gonna go out with the umbrella. I will stand with you. You go potty now. And he's looking at me like, seriously, in that rain, you want me to go and get my fur wet? No, I'm not going. And so now he's got to hold it. Because he won't go. He's like that. Oh, hi, Lucinda. Thank you, Janet. Thank you. All right. So I set all the cards, all right, y'all. I set, when I intentionally want to do reversals, I set all the cards upright. Okay? And then I shuffle them. You can shuffle them any number of times. Right? You can do 2 things. You can divvy this deck up in half and just half, random half, doesn't have to be a particular half, and turn it upside down. So you will have half and half straight and half on the reverse, and shuffle it. Some people cut it in thirds. Okay, they will cut it 1, they'll do that, reverse, and this upright again, shuffle it, and then again do it 1/3, 3 times. So for me, I'm not going to do it 3 times. I'm just going to do it. Sometimes I do. I absolutely do. But today I'm just going to cut it in half, right? Approximate half, right? And then I'm going to do reverse. That's how I do it. Yeah, he is, hi, Bunny, Janet and Sunshine, Dragonfly, say hi to you, of course. He is. Yeah, not everybody who adopts or fosters kids or foster kids are, fall into this category. A lot of people do a lot of good. I have done some readings for a couple of my clients who actually foster kids, right? One in Canada and one in South Africa, and beautiful, wonderful people. I mean, just awesome. Which is so, what a pleasure. And they have their own struggles, the foster parents, but yet they are doing this, which is so Alright, now I'm going to ask about the boy in the box, okay? Let's see what he has to say, alright, honey? My God is really pouring, y'all. Eight of Pentacles in the upright. Three-year-old child. This child was restrained. I'm going to say the abuse happened over a period of 8 to 10 days. Definitely restrained. If somebody can confirm, if you all know, because you folks do a lot more research than I do, were there 8 children that she was responsible for, or 8 people in the house? Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. 13. Is a death card in the upright. Then we have this guy pop up again. Pentacles, right? Page of Pentacles. Then, I'm sorry, in the reverse. Then we have Four of Swords in the reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll take these two. King of Swords. 7 of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. Two cards have popped up here. The Swords again. We have a lot of pages popping up and Knights popping up in this reading, and then Temperance again. One more card. '21, the World card in reverse. It kind of, this child, very, very unfortunate. See, even in those days, let's go back and let's look at the 50s, right? The middle to the late 50s, right? I mean, there was still some social stigma against, against unwed mothers. I mean, even till today, we still have a lot of that nonsense going on, right? And imagine, like those days, it might have been a little bit more harsh or a little bit more harsher. Society would have been a little bit more harsh on unwed mothers or children born out of incest or rape or whatever, I'm sure, right? But having said all of that, if, like, for example, he was born to a young mother, a teenager, or unwed mother, or whatever, I would think that they would still have an option to go and give him up, to the government, right? Like the adoption agency, or even go and drop him off at the door of the church or the whatever, right? We know a lot of cases like that have happened too. So my question is, of course, I have to mess with my hand. My question is, why is it that this child was not why is it that opportunity was not given to this child, or rather whoever the mother was didn't think about that, right? So that leads me to believe that this was definitely a birth that was not reported, that was not official. There's a high possibility that that the child was born at home or born somewhere in farm country or on the countryside, and there was no proper medical care and attention given. and that sort of a stuff. And I am going to go so far as to say he could have most certainly been a premature baby, as in born in the 8th month of pregnancy. So usually they say when okay, again, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but just what I have heard could possibly be an old wives' tale. Of course, somebody here will correct me. Of course, in this day and age, we have all the technology and all that stuff, right? As far as science and medicine, how it's improved. Even if you're born at 24 weeks or 28 weeks, kids are, they still are, taken care of, and they come out healthy and fine and etc., right? So I do believe, I have heard rather that in those days, usually, if you were born in the 8th month or something like that, again, I don't know if it's all wise to say that the chances of survival are not really that good, I believe. So that's what I heard. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was born in the 8th month of pregnancy, not a full-term baby, and therefore might have had some sort of health issue or deficiency, or I don't want to go so far. And he's saying no deformity, health issue, not a deformity, health issue. And then you have the death card over there, which is telling me that they really didn't expect him to survive. This was an induced birth, forced birth. And they didn't expect him to survive. They thought he was going to pass because it was literally induced. I don't know how they would have done it, right? And with this card, with this guy in the reverse, right? There was no patience. There was no care given to him after birth. Like having patience and taking care and that sort of a thing was not there. It was absolutely not there. It was like, okay, they must have called a midwife or somebody who claimed she was a midwife and said, here's the money, do this and get lost. There was no patience, there was none of that. And the fact that we have the Four of Swords also in the reverse, right? In the upright, this says there's a chance of retreat, rest, renewal, solitude, recovery, etc. But for this, coming up here, it was all like boom, 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 boom. Let's just do it and go. There's no time to waste. There's no time to do anything. So we are just going to literally grab this child out of you, and we are going to go forth and do what we need to as far as this child is concerned. I don't necessarily think that the mother of this child was like, I don't think on a socio-economic level that they came from humble beginnings. In other words, I do believe that he was born to a family that did have finances, did have the ability to, like, they were not poor, but it was more because of the social pressure and feeling that like they would have been judged. I'm telling you, if the Hierophant card comes out right now, I am about going to lose my mind, and I am actually going to use another deck, because I'm wondering if this family had anything to do with, no, I don't want to use this guy. Let me go back to my old faithful. No, y'all, this Ace of Swords. See, I wanted to clarify for this King of Swords here, right? This family is not poor. The family of this child, the biological family of this child, are not poor at all. It was a very strategic move that they had to make in terms of taking care of this and clearing up all the drama. There was a lot of clarity. They knew exactly what they needed to do. They knew exactly how to cut the cord, like literally cut the cord, and also to cut or disassociate themselves from this stuff that went on. Then you have the Seven of Pentacles, like in terms of the shame, okay? Seven of Pentacles is telling me that there was a lot of waiting and a lot of patience in terms of hoping that, oh God, this is terrible, y'all. They still hoped, and there was some patience that they were thinking that the child would pass on, and that would resolve everything. They could just bury him and be done with it. They had some time to think about it. I would say up to a week. They were like hoping that he would just pass. But he hung on because the Seven of Cups pops up. And the Seven of Cups says, yes, you have options and you have choices. And he had an option and he had a choice. And he was able to hang on. And he survived. Oh, why do I do these readings for kids? See, now I know why I stopped for a bit. They really hope this child. See, another thing I would say is, I wouldn't be surprised if this was like a child of incest, or maybe somebody from a fairly decent family, incestuous relationship, or the mother was abused or whatever, young mother, she had this, and then they found out and they wanted to kind of clean up their things like that have happened a lot, right? Or on the other hand, it could be so I have to tell you this. Hi, Angela. I have to tell you this. While I'm laying out the cards, y'all, I am in my mind, and again, no offense meant to any religious whatever, I keep expecting the Hierophant to pop up. And the Hierophant is symbolic of somebody in power, the church, that sort of a thing. I'm almost like in my mind it's stuck that there is a possibility that the child, this young boy's mom, must have been raped or sexually abused by somebody. Either maybe her father had something to do with the church, or maybe there was a padre in the church. Or that's why this Hierophant is stuck in my head, and I don't know why. Maybe he's telling me. But if the Hierophant pops up, then I will take that as a yes to that question. But I don't know. All right, so let's move on. I can't believe it's crying. It's raining like this. Why am I saying crying? Why did I say crying? I don't know. So we have this guy. This fine young man who looks like he's ready to off with your head type of thing. So there was a lot of gossip. There was a lot of prying eyes. There was a lot of people who were, oh my God, as we speak. Okay, I won't say anything. I just noticed. Take a very good look at this card. You see the buildings behind? Wait, this building here? It's kind of camouflaged by the wings of this fella. Here, let me hold it like this. Take a good look at this card, y'all. If that isn't symbolic of a place of worship or something like that, then I don't know what is. And then we have 21, which is the World card. Now the World card is actually Saturn, the world of the universe card, right? It talks about harsh words. It talks about things, well, not harsh words. It talks about harsh reality check, like literally, and it does talk about completions. It talks about hard work that you put in to complete something, and then you get rewards. Okay, that's what it is. But the fact that it is in the reverse goes to show that the fear was, if this got out, it would have literally completely made this individual's life topsy-turvy, it would have all come crumbling down. That's another reason why I believe that this is not a poor family. It is somebody of some standing in society that had some influence. Dreamscape, hey, how are you? I just saw that. What did Sacha Target reply? I said, I missed it. Now I want to know. Because it's like everybody's having a conversation and so I don't know what she said. Let me see. Wait, that sounds like sunshine, dragonfly. What about an orphan train? Oh, okay, now I see it. So that's another thing. Like Gypsy Girl says, was it Gypsy Girl? Somebody else says they were saying that the boy's father was from Europe or something. Police had was that he was an immigrant from Europe. I don't know. Okay, let's move on. So, in the middle of all that, we have our wonderful temperance here. 14, correct? So, this is Sagittarius. Then this talks about finding the balance, right? This is the second time temperance has popped up. Understanding through reason and moderation, right? So when we talk about understanding, coming to an agreement through reasoning and moderation, finding the happy medium, finding the happy balance, finding a solution to the problem that's going to be satisfactory. Like no one person wins, right? No one individual wins like slam dunk. It's like everybody's okay, fine, I'm satisfied with it. So I think at the end of the day, they kind of figured out that the best way to take care of this and find moderation, temper, find balance is to be able to put this child up for give this child away or whatever, and just hope that he was going to pass. None of them expected this child to, I'm told, live past 5 years of age. Like, yes, they expected him to die within the week, but they thought as weak and as ill as he was, that he wouldn't live past 5. And I do believe that she might have kind of just hastened the process, right? By not saying, he's going to die, so why bother? Remember initially I said like a herd of sheep? So that sort of a thing. Yeah, it's crazy. Whoa, hello. Hold on, buddies. Oh my goodness, they all want to come sliding down. Okay, hang on. Don't do that. Not yet. So we have the Page of Cups, right? We have the Seven of Wands, and then we have the Three of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups is definitely, like, as we say, it talks about a new offer, a fresh offer. Could be an offer of peace, could be an offer of compassion, an opportunity coming, or news coming in, off an offer. And then you have the Seven of Wands. Okay? Seven of Wands does say that, oh my God, now I have to protect myself against some sort of a drama that's going on. So I have to be really, really careful. So I wonder if the Seven of Wands had something to do with the investigation, because she might have felt that she has to do whatever she needs to do to protect herself. But one thing I'll tell you, this card is telling me, okay, that the police did not at that time pursue investigation is because they were a group of people. There was a group of people, circle of support, some friendship, some associations who actually forced them not to pursue it. Because then everything would have come out. Which is again another thing that reiterates that whoever the father of this child is, or the family or whatever, is somebody who is not poor. You know, I'm not going to say they were multi-gazillionaires. I'm not seeing that much, because if the King of Pentacles had popped out repeatedly, or the Queen of Pentacles, then I could have said that. But the police were gently encouraged not to take this too seriously. Hence, they didn't even take that daughter. Somebody said the daughter apparently told the cops or something. Let me pull some charms here, So I have numbers and letters here. If I get any numbers, I won't consider them. Okay. So I have V and Z. I don't know what that means. So I'll show it to you. This is a Z. And this is a V. Huh. And Z. I know, it's so sad, isn't it? Their priorities and I don't want that to fall. I want to look here while I'm picking up the other one. I don't know what's going to pop up. Okay, so I rest my case. I'm not saying anything. I'm just like, I figured somewhere this thing was going to pop up. Look, there is no, oh my God, focus. Look at that. Look how beautiful that cross is. You're like, okay, I'm going to pick up one more. No, they asked me to get the letters or numbers. Hold on, and then we'll go back. I got Y. And I got 3. So, come on, buddy, focus. So the 3 kind of reiterates this. So I do believe there was some pressure over there by the, hang on, maybe I can do this. I'm just trying to keep it on my table where I can see all the cards, right, at one glance. Okay. So it's unfolding. If you all hang on, yes. Y'all, you can't make up this stuff. It's a little key. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to pick up one more of those little charms. We have a little cat. So when I have things like the cross pop up, okay, and then I have this, if any of you all want to do some research in terms of symbolisms in Christianity, go look this up. I'm not going to tell you all now. Then under the protection of, am I holding it backwards? Yeah. Under the protection, this is protecting yourself, or under the protection of the church, closely guarded secret. It's all locked up and tied up. Now, for those of you who again, in terms of animal totems, etc., I won't get into the details of it. You can look up what the cat symbolizes and what the cat means, etc. A lot of people have their own opinions about it, but for me, what it says is, be a little secretive, because being a little secretive, not being so easy to give up information, not being so accessible. Forget about symbolisms and animal totems, forget all that. Just look at the way cats behave and dogs behave. Dogs will come to you and they are like, they are very interactive. Cats are not necessarily that interactive. They hold back. So I do believe it was a question of holding back and saying, no, we can't. So somebody was definitely protected. Oh yeah, don't even talk about the Joel Osteen. I have words to say. Then we have E. So we have Z, V, Z as in zebra, V as in Victor, Y as in yellow, E as in England. So 3, 4, 4. W as in William. That's 5. I'm going to pull 2 more letters like I do 7. Zero. 9. I'm not going to take 0 and 9, y'all. I'm not. I don't want numbers. I want letters. S as in Sam. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want one more. Letter, not number, please. Letter. Again, I get a 1. I don't want numbers. Give me a letter. V as in Victor. We have 2 V's. V, V, Y, W, Z, E, and S. That Joel Osteen, oh my God. All of those televangelists, I'm sorry, I never supported them, and he looks really creepy, and oh my goodness. So apparently his son, he has a son and a daughter. The son went off to California to pursue some sort of an education or training or something in cinema or movie making or whatever, and after a couple of semesters he came back and he decided to join his father in the church or in the business of televangelism. I wonder why, because the father would have said, son, why do you want to go there and listen to all those people in Hollywood and kiss butt? You just come here. I mean, the throne is waiting. I'm going to pass the crown to you pretty soon sometime here. We can't have your sister wear the crown because, she's a woman. So we are going to just, anyway, give it to you. So come back. Yeah. Am I being sarcastic? Yeah. There. Because they would, I doubt if they, I'm not against women parishioners, women pastors or whatever. I'm not against that. I'm just saying how the conversations might have transpired as far as this Osteen family is concerned. I don't think they would have let the daughter take on the responsibility of running the church. It would be like typical of, it has to go from father to son to that sort of a thing. So I'm so over all those people and all that money and oh my God, all that shopping and all that. It wasn't there this big drama about Joel Osteen when there was all that flooding or whatever happened, and he refused to open up his church or something for people to offer shelter from the rains and the flooding, etc. And there was a big brouhaha about it, and he just squashed it all down. And I'm like, dude, really? Absolutely. I agree with you, Courtney. Totally agree with you. Find out the name of the little boy. I don't know. Let's see what pops up. I can ask. So we won't take the numbers. I can only ask. I mean, I don't know how accurate it's going to be, or why is it they don't have a name for him? That's another thing. I tell you what. I guarantee 0 or O will come. I shouldn't say I guarantee. I wouldn't be surprised if 0 or O comes up. Actually, no, I'm wrong. P as in Peter. So I don't know what that means. Like, why is it that child never there's no name? I would think at 3.5 years you could have a name, right? 6. Give it one more shot. I really expected to see 0. No. I really expected to see 0 or O. That would have kind of shown me that he was never given a name. But It says P as in Peter. I don't know. Why is it that they've never been able to put a name for him? They would have known, right, what his name was. Like say when the the daughter, she went and said who this whatever, she went and said it was a mother, etc., etc. They would have asked her what's this child's name. Then she should have been able to tell them his name. So why don't they have a name on file? So they just don't want to give it any more energy, I suppose. Okay, let's stop with that. Oh, my pleasure. Okay. Okay. So let's ask some more questions. Hi, my Manx. Okay, so I'm going to leave this open for y'all to ask me questions, but this is the one of the other. I love it that Gypsy Girl sent me. Okay, so ask me questions, but keep the questions simple, and please know that the other people are wanting to ask questions too. So anybody have any questions to for this case? Can you ask if this case will ever be solved? We can certainly ask. Janet, hang on to your coattails, Janet. We shall ask. Okay. Thank you, Carriage House. Okay. Okay, I'm doing a different format. That was a yes. Use the oh. I know, I love it. Thank you. If the case will be solved. That was a question. I would still say yes. I think the case will get solved. I think it should. I don't think they've really reopened the case. I think if they do reopen the case through DNA, etc., unless of course the DNA has been destroyed, they should be able to kind of trace him, right? I mean, this day and age with Ancestry.com or whatever.com that we have, all that DNA testing. I mean, Ancestry is not sponsored this video. I just said that because, I mean, I'm sure there are a whole bunch of other. Yeah, I don't understand why the case has not been resolved. I think it's simply because they have not reopened the case, y'all. I do believe if they do, they will be able to resolve it. Unless, of course, they tried and because the DNA was destroyed, they are like, okay, we have nothing to go on. Hang on one second. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hang on one second, okay? I don't see why the case is not going to be. Are they going to reopen it? If reopened, I think the case will be resolved. Let's try again. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. Absolutely. If they reopen the case will be resolved. Just pisses me off, y'all. Seriously. I mean, 3 4-year-old child, not even 4 years old. What the hell, people, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Look, if they reopen the case, I got an ace again. If they reopen the case, it will be resolved. The problem is they haven't reopened it. That's what I think. So, well, I hope they. Yeah, that I know. They exhumed him and then they took DNA from his tooth, I think. That's what I saw on the internet. And then they reinterred him. So, don't know, Okay, Courtney says, was the daughter of Martha telling the truth? It was just a crazy story is all I got. Why the police just blew her off? Well, I think I already answered that, right? I mean, why didn't they listen? Because somebody said that she mentioned what they had for dinner or what his last meal was, and when they did the autopsy, apparently those particular things, food items, were found in his GI. So that was proof too. So it's because of the it was because of that like I said, because of whoever was involved, the people putting pressure on the police and saying, nah, just squash it down. So I don't think that Martha's daughter was lying. I do believe she had there's value in what she was saying. So Janet says, Janet says, yeah, I hope they do. If he was around other children growing up, would one of them be able to come forward and it gets solved? Let's see. Let us see. I'm going to do a completely different spread right now. So let's see. I'm going to do it with this. Show me if any. See, they haven't even identified or disclosed the identity of Martha's daughter, correct? Unless somebody is able to find that information on the internet somewhere, like Martha's daughter, I have a feeling if any information comes forward, it is not going to be due to his siblings, but it is going to be, hang on 1 second. Okay, it's going to be a young man, yes. But it's not going to be the siblings or the kids who were with him at his age. It's going to be one of their children, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's the progeny of Martha's daughter. So either her child or her nephew or niece or somebody she disclosed it to. Okay, hang on 1 second. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So I'm going to take out these two guys, and I'm going to take out one here. So there is definitely a feeling of being abandoned, like they have abandoned the case. The Jack of Hearts is telling me somebody close to, not the siblings or the kids who were around him, a young boy who passed, but one of their kids, and I do believe it could be Martha's daughters. Let's call her, I don't even know what to call her. A pops up. So let's just call her Miss A. Come on, focus, okay? I just needed a name. For all we know, that could be her name even. Her child or her niece or her nephew, but I think it's a male. Out of compassion, out of, something that he has been struggling with for all these years and not knowing what to do and how to go about it. There have been times when he has completely forgotten. Life gets in the way, not for any particular reason. I cannot express how amazed I am that this candle, the flame, has been so steady. So steady. It just blows my mind. Okay, anywho, distraction. So he's, there were times when he was like, yeah, I think I remember what she said, but I don't remember all of it, and that sort of a stuff. And finally, I wouldn't be surprised if he steps forward. Now, there is going to be an exchange of information. Okay, so give and take some information. But I will also tell you that this young man has at moments just wanted to walk away from that. Like he has on many occasions also struggled with the knowledge that he has in terms of what Miss A might have shared with him, like struggled with understanding the gravity, or struggled with dealing with the gravity of the situation. So there is a possibility that somebody who is a very senior person in terms of, could be a retired police officer or a retired detective or somebody who's close to retiring. So that's what I mean by saying senior, like who's put in their time in the service, right, in the police or whatever, or somebody who just retired as a inspector or whatever you call them, those police people, like whatever their designation is, and who has now become a private investigator, say for example. So somebody who's older, more mature in age, could take it up just to find out, out of curiosity, out of just an interest in wanting to know, right? There is a chance that individual will take up that case. Now, then we have the Nine of Diamonds here. There's going to be a lot of frustration because it's almost like, oh, you're excited, you got some information, and then boom, it's blocked. It's like blocked. And then it's like very frustrating, and dig and dig and dig and dig. Then you get all excited, there's a lead and something, then again, boom, it's like it's all lost. It's like nothing, you hit a dead end. And so it's going to get a little bit of frustration, but this person is very tenacious. Okay? And very stable also. Like very like a mature, stable person, but frustrated because it's like, what the hell is going on over here, right? And then we have this person, Miss A's son or whoever, the young Jack. He's like, I just want to walk away from this whole thing. Like I can't deal, because I feel like he also struggles with a little bit of emotional, not imbalance, but like this is too much, because he just can't fathom. And I'll tell you why. Because I do believe Miss A might have disclosed a lot of information, a lot of details. And so he is finding it very difficult to wrap his head around all of that. I would also not see, because the 6 is here, I would not be surprised if over the course of time that this individual is able to go back and look at some family stuff in some little box hidden in the attic, some letters, some this, some that, some old pictures and that sort of stuff. He's going to gradually get all that information, and he's going to really struggle with it, because he's like, shoot, I don't want to have anything to deal with this. I just want to, I can't, that kind of a stress, emotional stress. But with this card, they are at the end, right under the whoever the senior inspector, police officer, detective, whoever, they are feeling like, he is feeling like very burdened. I want to, like, this is not what I was expecting, this is not what I signed up for. Oh my god, oh my god. But he's going to push through because he feels he's very, very close to discovering, revealing, understanding, finding out, resolving what truly might have happened. He's going to feel very burdened. He's going to feel like he wants to give it up. And he, surprisingly, as much as he's going to feel like it's too much, I need to give up, he's going to keep pushing through because he's almost at the end. He's going to find out one way or the other. But then with the spades card, he's going to feel like he's somehow limited or restricted. Something is limiting him or restricting him. Like he's going to feel like after all this, there's still a little something that is stopping me from a full-blown, for lack of a better term, revelation. Or not revelation, like unraveling of the case, or whatever you want to call it. Like everything coming out in the open. Whoa. Choices, choices, choices. Why does he have all these choices though? Why does he have to make a decision? Why does he feel like he's restricted, and what is the decision? I wonder if he feels like somebody is forcing him to hand over everything to the official thing, because he is no more, you know what I mean? Like maybe, like I said, if he is close to retiring and this is the last case, like he's got 6 months of retirement and he's like, all right, go do this or whatever. Or then if that's the case, then he's forcibly going to retire, and then he has to, not forcibly, he has to retire, then he, because of that, he has to hand over all the information to somebody else. Maybe that's why he feels that. Or there is some other reason why he feels he's restricted, and now he has to make a decision as to whether, oh my god, stop with this. Whew, okay. I don't know what this is, honey, but I am hearing Robert. I don't know who the heck Robert is. I have no idea who Robert is. 3 of Diamonds. We're going in some weird direction. I wouldn't be surprised if this police officer, whoever this man is, has to temporarily hand over to somebody else because he's having some health issues. I do believe he's going to have some health issues. And 2 of Clubs. Again, is put in a position where he has to make a decision. He is waiting for some information, some final okay or results to come through so he can make a decision, like finally, and say, all right, let's go for it. 5 of Clubs. Why is he feeling like there is a little bit of an obstacle? See, that's the weirdest thing, because even after all these years, I feel like there's a lot of obstacles in the way for this guy too. And they shouldn't be, but so why though? Grief, a lot of all right. Obstacles, but I think he's going to hand over the case to somebody who's much younger than him, or age-wise, or also in terms of experience. And I think that person is the one who's going to bring it all home. I do believe so. I'm going to get one card for this and I'm going to close it down. Give me one card where I don't even know which deck to. Not that one. I don't want to use that. Okay, I'll just use this. I think the frustration is like, maybe because he has health issues, he's like, oh my god, I can't do this anymore or whatever. And I think that's his frustration, because he's like, I put in so much of effort, I don't want to just leave it now. But that's why he feels like he's a little bit grief stricken because he knows he has to hand it over to somebody else because he physically cannot do it because of his health restrictions. And there's a younger person who's going to take it up. Younger in age, younger in experience. Oh, we got 2 cards. Wow, we got the Devil card and we got the Strength card. This is fantastic. I'm going to stop this reading at this. So the Devil card is a Capricorn energy, and it talks about letting go of fear and moving towards liberation, right? Disengaging yourself from any restrictions, letting go of fear and moving towards being liberated, etc. And then you have the Strength card. The Strength card is a Leo card, right? And the Strength card talks about thinking with your head, not your heart. We know that, right? And it is also talks about resilience, being very, very determined, having that determination and that persistence, saying, I'm going to go and I'm going to do it. But this card is also saying this person is going to see glory, as in he's going to have some accolades or whatever. But the struggle here for him too is he's also going to get a little emotionally invested more than he should in this case. This is so weird. King of Pentacles. I'll tell you why though. This younger person, he really has to try to maintain balance as far as his emotions are concerned, because, and if he thinks, don't hit the heart over its head type of thing, because he also feels like he's kind of getting too emotionally into this. I'll tell you one thing, whatever it is with regards to this young boy, this child, anybody getting into trying to resolve this case or whatever are going to be extremely overwhelmed with feeling, with heartache, with that sort of a thing with regards to this child. It's just the energy around him. It is just the energy around this child. It's like incomprehensible. You just cannot understand how this child basically is like a true orphan, right? How is that even possible? So I'm sure there are a lot of cases like this around the world, but this is so weird. I mean, in a country like America, when we have all this technology, why aren't we able to resolve this? So there is a lot of just the way his energy is, like whoever comes in contact with actually wanting to resolve the case, genuinely resolve the case because they want to, they're going to have some emotional struggles as well because of how unfortunate this is. I don't know if that made any sense. So I'm going to stop this at that. Any of you all have any questions? Okay, we have some questions. Let's take a look. Yeah, okay, so I just feel that the energy is so strong and so steady that it's like, it's that, okay, so we get into a little bit of candles. So sometimes they say when the candle flickers a lot, it could be that, the energy is scattered. Some people say no, it's because the spirits are talking to you and that sort of a thing. If it goes flat out, then they say, sometimes they say just end the reading, it's not a good sign. Sometimes they say, okay, they don't want to talk to you, that sort of a thing. It depends on who you ask. But for me, when I see the candle so steady, it goes to show that we are on the right track and the energy is very, very steady around us, which means that almost like an assurance that we are on the right track. So whatever we are talking about, whatever cards are coming through, it's on the right track. That's how I see it. It's like, seriously, it's just like steady, y'all. I don't know why. So that's how I see it. The energy is very steady. The energy is very strong. The energy is here to stay. It's not wavering. It's not flickering. It's not nothing. The candle is burning like very evenly, which is really awesome. And I like this blue even. It's a nice blue. Okay, somebody asked, could someone be doing I don't know. Okay, wait, let me see. Let's look at, can you ask if Robert is a boy's name? Let me ask. I think they should be able to, in terms of, it's not a confirmed yes, so I don't know if Robert's his name. I cannot say with guarantee. Somebody, Delvin says, has he passed over or is he waiting for somebody to solve the case? I'm not channeling Delvin. Sorry, sweetheart. I'm just not wanting to channel now. So, all right. Any other questions with regards to this case, y'all? Or do y'all have any other questions regarding any other case? But let's keep it, again, please know we are not doing any personal questions. We are not asking about any particular personal situation. I'm not doing it. And if you do, I'm just going to delete the message or the comment. And if you keep persisting, I'm going to block you. That's for sure. So if you all have any specific questions, ask me. I'm happy you asked. I just don't want to channel, so I hope you understand. So anybody has any other question regarding this case or any other case? Oh, my pleasure. Oh, what is the update, Elizabeth? Let me know. Thank you, Debbie. Elizabeth Aguiano says, I have an update on Alexis Gabe. Yeah, today there are like a whole bunch of planets. Elizabeth says she has an update on Alexis Gabe. Hang on one second. Oh, I didn't know there was a trial for him. Hold on. Let's take this. Hi, Robin. Thank you, Ginger Goodner. Okay. Her ex-boyfriend was being served an arrest warrant in Kent, Washington. He pulled a knife and lunged at police. They shot. Oh my. Oh. Elizabeth, thank you for sharing that. I cannot believe it. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. I am so blown away. Oh my goodness. I didn't even know. I mean, I don't know. I think he was like, I would say, like, the reason he pulled a knife and all that stuff, it was actually more so death by police type of thing. I think he was like, he wasn't too keen on continuing to live in this world. I think the noose was tightened around him. They are saying she was murdered by him. They haven't announced what evidence they have. Oh my God. Did y'all see my video on Alexis Perry-Gabe? Elizabeth, did you see that video? If you did, let us know. If thank you for sharing that. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I do believe, oh my God, I do believe that it was more a suicidal thing, because I think he knew if he did something like that, they would shoot at him, and I think he was very well aware of it. So it was almost like dying, suicide by police fire or something like that. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so somebody else asked, hang on, a couple of questions here. Let me go back. So, could someone be doing, okay, we finished that. Okay, we did that. Okay, we did that. Hang on, you guys, I'm trying to get to you. Yeah, Courtney, the planets, right? All of them aligning. Today's a pretty intense day as far as astrology and astronomy and all that stuff is concerned. Okay, so hang on. Let's the Daniel Robinson disappearance. Okay, I can't remember who Daniel Robinson is. Hang on, let me quickly just take a Daniel Robinson. Who is Daniel Robinson? Daniel Robinson. Oh, I don't even know. Did I do a reading for this young man? Oh, now I remember. Yep, I did a reading for him. Let me ask, Daniel Robinson, right? Yeah, I did a reading for him. Hang on one second. Huh. He wanted to be a law enforcement officer? Okay, hang on one second. Give me 1 second. Daniel Robinson. And I just want a quick look at his face again. Okay, Daniel Robinson. So somebody's question was, are they ever going to find Daniel Robinson? They're going to find Daniel Robinson. Whoa, hello. A lot of cards popping up. Oh, wow. Oh, well, we'll take him, y'all. We'll take him. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these two are in reverse. 2 of Pentacles and 5 of Swords. Okay. I'm going to get one more card. People are involved. Okay. People are involved. Money is involved. I think I said that. Oh, King of Pentacles. And y'all go back and so these two cards popped out in the reverse. Everything else was upright. Okay. So I'm going to keep that here. So I have the 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles and the Moon all upright. Then I have 2 of Pentacles and 5 of Swords in the reverse. Then I have King of Pentacles in the upright. I think I shared this with y'all in the past. There are people involved. Somebody has to look at that connection he has with that girl who he was keen on in the hotel business or whatever. I think I said that in the video. Go check. There's betrayal over here. There is some sort of a betrayal over here. I think he came upon or found out some information that he should not have, witnessed something he should not have. There is betrayal. Ace of Pentacles does talk about an offer being made, an opportunity to join in, but he chose not to. The Moon card says no, he didn't want to have anything to do with it. He was like, no thank you, I'm out, sign me out. And then 2 of Pentacles. When he said no thank you, his option to plan and to exist, option to plan and exit were taken away. And 5 of Swords, 5 of Swords talks about violence and abuse and that sort of a thing. He could not protect himself. He could not. He could not. King of Pentacles, there is somebody who has a lot of money who's involved in this. I go, oh God, which, this one did I even use? Go and watch the video I did for him. I mean, I said a lot in that video. I had some crazy person contact me and basically ask me to tell, I don't know if it's a him or her, where exactly to go find Daniel Robinson, and I described the area, and then that crazy person comes back to me and says, well, you said 5 meters to 5 kilometers or whatever, that's a lot of area to cover. I said, I don't know, I can only tell you what messages I'm being given, take it or leave it, right? And then he goes, I said, I don't even know who you are, just because you send me a picture in the email saying that, look, we're going on a search, and this is Daniel's father. Yeah, we know what Daniel's father looks like because we've seen him interviewed on TV or whatever, but you are not identifying which one of those people is you, right? So how do I know who you are? You could be one of the perpetrators. So I said, any more information, I'm going to give it only to Daniel's father. And then he goes, well, why don't, if you are really, he basically said that if I'm not a fraud, why don't you contact Daniel and ask Daniel whether you can trust me or something like that, some weird stuff like that. And I was like, dude, or do that. I'm like, whatever, man. I mean, okay, fine. Like, you don't have to take anything I say, leave it. Not my monkey, not my circus, right? If you are not willing to disclose your identity, right, and some generic email even, there's no name, but you want me to tell you everything, I was like, keep walking. How do I know who that person was? He goes, oh, we are in the search party. Okay, which one of you is that? Because if he or she had said, this is my name, if you're authentic, this is my name and this is me in the picture, then I could have gone and searched on Google just to see if this person is really who he claims to be. And then I would have been more than happy to disclose things, right? But he wasn't willing to do that. He or she wasn't willing to do that. So whatever, moving on. Okay, so Daniel Robinson. All right. Okay, Nipsey Hussle. I want to know Nipsey Hussle, right? What's going to happen with him? Nipsey Hussle. There is going to be a bargain. Hang on. You give me this information. Hang on. 1, 2. Again the 6, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes. 6 is bargaining. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 again. 4, 5, 6. 13. Again a yes, I got ace every single time. So 6 stands for enemies and diseases. 6 also talks about work, health, discipline and habits. But this is the thing with enemies. I'm going to say there's like a bargaining thing kind of going. Somebody must have said, I don't even know who's in court today with regards to that case, but it's almost like a bargaining tool. Okay, you are willing to give up all this information, and then therefore we are going to offer you this kind of a protection and this kind of a thing. Whoever has the real information and the true identity, it's not just one person, there are people involved, has all the information about all the people who are involved, directly or indirectly. In this case, he or she is afraid to come forward because like I said, it's not one person, there are a lot of people. So there's a lot of power. Those people have a lot of power. So there is a lot of fear that if I spit out everything, then, give out all the information, basically I sign my own death warrant. However, this case will be resolved. I do believe that there is going to be a sentencing. I do believe that certain individuals who are at this time not like in the case, that because of the outcome of this case, they're going to be going and getting a couple more people. Do you know what I mean? Okay, anyway. Yeah, the Johnny Depp case, yeah. I can't believe it. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Wait, they had done several searches. Okay. Oh my God. Oh, you don't know me anything, but thank you for sharing that information, Elizabeth. I appreciate you. Oh, that's okay. It's all good. I forgot. You know me, I'm slightly cuckoo, right? So that's in the past. I don't hold on to things like that. So, but thank you for sharing that information. I do appreciate you. Robin O says that's suspicious. There's an update for Sushant that his girlfriend Riyad Siddharth, his would supply. Yeah, Alia, go watch my thing with Sushant's thing also. Go watch it. I hope you bug it off too. Yeah. Thank you, Afro-Human. Very suspicious. Yeah. I don't know who he was. Like, see, my thing is, wait, Eric Holder is the guy in custody. Okay, let me see his face, Alia. Hang on one second. ERIC. Wait. Translate. Okay. He's just a gopher. I mean, like, what I mean by gopher is Eric Holder. Let me see. Hang on. Let's do this quick thing because, what's his Eric? Hang on. Eric Himpton, Himpton, Holder. Jan 21, 1951. No, that's the wrong one. Oh my God. Girl. That's the wrong Eric. Okay, here we go. Actually, we should ask Alia. Alia, do you have his date of birth, this Eric Holder guy? Because I got the wrong Eric Holder. Oh my God, I was going to do a reading on, what's his face? Former United States Attorney General. That would have been too funny. Eric Holder, okay, we don't know what his name, what his date of birth is. Eric Holder, okay, that's not you. Eric, okay, let me see, maybe. Eric Holder, I don't know. He's just a gopher, y'all. He's just a gopher. Okay, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Hold on. Don't worry about it. Okay, so I'm going to do Eric Holder, right? He's just a gopher. He's going to bring down other people. He's going to have to be very careful. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets bumped off. Okay, so 9, 27, that's 30, 40, 50, 58, 59, 60, 61, that's 7. Yeah, he's got to be careful. Okay, so what I'm going to say with regards to this Eric Holder guy is that he has to be careful. He any which way you look at it, that poor guy, it's like they're not going to let him get out. Even if he gets out of prison, for example, even if they let him go and say, oh, you're innocent, we're going to let him go. Yeah, there's no way. How is he still alive in jail? Is he in solitary confinement for his own security? Okay, y'all. So 3 of Wands and Page of Swords. Okay, hang on. We are doing this for Eric Holder. Show me what we have for Eric Holder. they're going to be moving him, y'all. There's a lot of teamwork. There's a lot of give and take of information. Hey, give me this information. Let's bring the other ships home. Let's bring it all together. Let's tie it all together. I will give you this opportunity to expand, to travel. Could be like literally leave or walk. He's not going to walk away, but let's say reduce sentence or whatever. But I need something back in return. Let's bring the other ships home. Let's bring the mothership home. And then Page of Swords does talk about a lot of prying eyes. There's a lot of gossip, a lot of prying eyes. They are trying to be very, very careful in how much, like they don't want to let certain people know how much information they have. They, as in the court people, whoever, have on them. You know what I mean? So they are trying to keep things very, very hush hush. But it's very difficult to keep things hush hush because when you talk about the business, as in the music business, I mean, the amount of power these guys have and, connections and all that, man. They're going to be very careful. They have to be very careful. This guy is basically, he is like done for, one way or the other. 9 of Pentacles. Then we have the Moon card. Yeah. 9 of Pentacles, we can say that it does talk about, financial gain and that sort of a thing. Yeah, money has been offered. Yeah, there'll be some sort of a security offered, like, behind the scenes type of thing. We make sure that your loved ones are taken care of, man, this, that, and the other. But the Moon card is telling me this guy is basically done for, y'all. Lot of anxiety, grief. It's just basically completely like, oh my God, what am I going to do? But then again, an offer comes in. Again, another offer comes in. Hey, let's make a fresh offer. Let's see. This guy, Eric Holder, has so much of stress and tension now that he's in court than he had when he was behind, like in jail. You know what I mean? Up until now. So again, a new fresh offer is saying, hey, there's some news coming in, y'all. King of Wands, some big action is going to be taken. And 2 of Pentacles, there is going to be, again, options and choices and decisions have to be made. But, yeah, disappointment. No. So, options and offers and bargaining and back and forth is still going to happen. But it's not going to be, there's going to be a lot of disappointment because it is like, any which way I've lost, no matter what you do, I know I have lost type of thing. Knight of Swords, quick changes. Y'all, I'm very concerned, Queen of Wands. Okay, hang on one second. No, very quickly news is coming, very quickly action. Knight of Wands is his mom. Very quickly news is coming. Very quickly there's going to be a change that's going to impact the rest of his life and the life of people around him and also the life of this case. 7 of Swords does talk about dishonesty, keeping information, wanting to kind of, run away or wanting to kind of take what you can grab right now and leave. But then again, lot of Pentacles, lot of money is being thrown around. Again, 2 of Cups, 4 of Wands. Look, one way or the other, they are going to bring this case around. This fellow, Eric Holder's family, if he has a wife and kids, they are always going to be jeopardized. If it's his mom, always going to be jeopardized. There's some information that's going to come, some quick action that's going to be taken that's really, really going to kind of cause a lot of disruption in this case. But I'm also going to say that there is going to be some sort of a reunion kind of a thing in terms of the people who are behind the powers that are. They are going to get together and be very united and saying, look, even though all these accusations are made, hey man, I got your back, hey man, I got your back, that type of a thing. They are not going to let each other down. That's the good old boys club type of thing in that industry. November 21st, 1989. Okay, so she did get, okay, hang on. 11, 3, 10, 17, so 5, 6. Yeah. Fifth house. Lot of speculation. This is going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm also going to say a lot of information is going to come up. Look, does Nipsey Hussle have kids or something? Like, I don't know, Alia. Alia is the one who has all this information at the tips of her finger. Does he have kids? Something to do with children. Something to do with his children. Alia, does he have kids? Does Nipsey have kids? Because something to do with kids is popping up. So I don't know whether it's his kids who are going to be, that generation or what, but there's something to do with that going on over here. Yes, he has 2 kids, a boy and a daughter, yeah. Because it talks about kids, speculation, there's a lot of that drama going on even as far as the kids are concerned. I'll tell you one thing, the kids want this case to go through, but I also truly believe that the kids are actually afraid of the outcome because they kind of know who is really responsible. They kind of know. So, yes, thank you, Afrohuman. Y'all, give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Any other questions or can we call it a night? But I want to go look up this whole thing about Alexis Perry Gabe. Oh my God, that was terrible. I have one picture of her that somebody sent me that's on the internet, right, with her flyer. And I was just looking at that picture. That girl is gorgeous and her skin is so gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Such a beautiful girl and her hair. Dang, it sucks. Alia is a good question. Alia, I'm not channeling today, Alia. I'm just not channeling. Maybe one time I'll do a reading, like if I get like the kid's date of birth and their mother's date of birth and Nipsey's, of course we know, I might do a reading and say, it's almost a sense of resignation, I would say. And I would say it's almost a sense of, I think he had a great understanding that with that industry and that trade, there were certain things that came with it. It was like a package deal, I think he kind of understood that. But he's also very disappointed because he feels that, as much as I said I don't want to channel, he feels that his kids have been denied. Like, there's a lot of money that should go to the kids, technically, legally, but that money has not reached the kids. And it won't. Okay, any other questions, y'all? Louise A. Hey, Louise. Lacey Estrada, hello. I just seen y'all. I apologize. Robin, oh, I hadn't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Ginger Goodner, yep. Okay. That whole thing about that Jose, who was, who died with the gentleman who was like all somehow entangled in the, you're welcome, Alia, was entangled in the Summerwell's case. Like, that's just, oh, I'm going to have to look at it, Elizabeth. East County today. I'm going to look at it. I want to see. I'm very curious to know. Sorry, y'all. I just got a message. Hang on one second. Oh, okay. Sorry, Gypsy Girl. You texted his date of birth and then I didn't pick up the phone. But anyway, thank you. Any other questions, y'all? Excuse me. No other questions? Shall we call it a night? Dang, this is the shortest live, right? I'm okay. Oh. Kind of sort of a victory. Yeah. Thank you. I was thinking of what's his name? I don't know his name though, but Alexis Perry Gabe's boyfriend. And I got the first card out was the Queen of Pentacles. Second card was a Tower card. Then Ace of Tower card. Then Ace of Wands and the Six of Wands. So I am going to say that it's almost like a. This is the mom, right? Alexis's mom. I feel like it's almost resignation and acceptance of the fact that this has transpired, because it's basically that tool killing himself or whatever, whatever. And then hang on, Sunshine Dragonfly. And then the Ace of Wands, it's like, yeah, okay, I get it. It was a decision that was made, it could be an offer, that sort of a thing. It could also signify that taking things in control, making his own decision by his own hand. By his own hand, accepting the fact that by his own hand. And it's like almost like a victory, but not really a victory, It's like, yeah, fine, I mean, I don't know how to say. Ten of Cups, there you go. It's a victory, but not really a victory. Ten of Cups, it's like, okay, fine, now we can get on with our lives type of a thing, but whatever. Debbie Bagley, oh, absolutely. Oh, thank you, Debbie. She says, appreciate you and right on the Johnny Depp trial. Thank you. Wait, somebody had a Marshall Curtis Jones. Okay, wait. Let me do a quick one. And I think Sunshine Dragonfly had one more question. Is that your question? Named April? I don't know. Let me look it up. Why do you ask? Let me ask you that question. Why are you so intent that it is April? So, Sunshine Dragonfly, why? I know you asked me this question before, but why do you ask? That's what I want to know. Why do you ask that April is her name? So, Marshallcurtis Jones. Oh, I have to be careful. I can't be throwing things around. There we go. Well, I can't do that either. Oh my goodness, girl. Hang on, y'all. I am a hot mess over here. What is going on, girl? Oh, yeah. Alright, there we go. That's better. That's better. That is much better. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Oh, I don't know, Sunshine Dragonfly. I don't know. I'm not doing that right now. But yeah, I mean, of course, I pulled an A, but I couldn't tell you if it was April. So, 10. Ha! Dang! Oh my god, any which way you cut it, it's 9. Okay, so that is very, very interesting. So the 9th house, okay, does talk about father actually also is the ninth house. It talks about luck, it talks about, religion, higher education, intellect, etc. But ninth house also, as far as the zodiac is concerned, as far as the wish I had his date of birth. I remember doing a reading on him, but anyway, hang on one second. Yeah, A came up, but I don't know if it is April. I couldn't tell you. Yeah. See, I don't think it was like. I think his intention was death by police, right? So why would he go lunge at them? That sort of a thing, right? What's his face's name? Marshall Curtis Jones. Marshall, something about his father also. Marshall Curtis Jones. Marshall Curtis Jones. Show me what I need to see. No, they don't want me to use this. Okay, that's fine. Boom. Marshall Curtis Jones. Marshall Curtis Jones. I love this candle. The flame today is just so awesome. Marshall Curtis Jones. Show me what I need to see. Marshall Curtis Jones. Show me what I need to see. Okay. Marshall Curtis Jones. Wait, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So. Okay. Am I surprised? Nope, not at all, baby. Not at all. Do-do-do-do-do. The Magician. Actually, this should be here. So we have the Chariot, we have the Knight of Wands, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, then the Page of Cups in reverse, then we have the Four of coins, Four of Pentacles in the upright, then we have the Six of Pentacles in the upright, then we have the Six of Wands in the upright. Then we have the High Priestess, right, in the upright. Then we have Four of Swords in the upright. Then we have again another page of wait, what's his face's name? Page of Wands. Wow. Huh. And then we have the Magician. So, was there some kind of a police chase or something? Because the Chariot card does talk about losing balance. It talks about wild driving, something to do with driving, losing balance, the inability to control energies. It also does involve the police, absolutely. It does talk about, they must have gone there to ask him, just look at the card. Look at that. They must have said, hey, step in, we need to take you in. And he must have flipped over there. But this card also talks about, just completely lost his balance. I think he just snapped. And then we have this wands thingy in the reverse. So he definitely felt that his freedom, his ability to go on and do whatever he wanted in his life is all gone. I think he was very much aware of the fact that he had no choices, no options, no choices, no nothing. Like basically his life was done. He kind of knew when he saw the cards, he must have known it's over. So and then this card pops up, right? So when we look at this in the reverse, it does say that it does talk about coming to the realization that all these emotions and ups and downs with all my emotions that I've had for such a long time, it's all done. Like it's no more emotions, that just void of emotions. But then again, a lot of insecurity, because he knew that he was going to be incarcerated. He did not want to be restricted. He didn't want to be incarcerated because that's not what he wanted to do. Now you have the Six of Pentacles. This is very interesting because he has the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. I'm going to say that I wouldn't be surprised if the police actually did try to negotiate with him and say, hey dude, like, don't do that, man. I mean, like, I really would be surprised if they actually did try to negotiate with him, because they just wanted him to take him in rather than whatever. But he was not willing to, because look, he knew his end had come. There's no more running away from there's no more escaping the mental trauma, it was over. It's like, basically, this is the end. Like, no more rest, no more recuperation, nothing. Basically, like, I can't fight the demons anymore. It's done, it's over with. I've come to the end. And then you have this guy pop up in the reverse. There is a very, very strong-willed young person who I do believe is on the side of the police, who did not want to see this come to such a tragic end. He did not want to. But unfortunately, he was forced to take that step. So when you have the Magician card, it talks about it's a very deeply masculine, powerful kind of an energy. And there is that, we also talk about, it's a Mercury card, it talks about communication, etc. I do believe he did try to communicate with him and say, dude, let's try to figure out something. Let's find a balance. Look, let's talk and let's sort this out, I'll do the best to help you. That kind of a communication, but it didn't work. This guy, he basically knew his life was over. It's done. He's been fighting his demons for a long time, ever since this whole thing started. But then again, he's responsible for his actions. Courtney says, will truckers rally or go on strike if gas keeps going up? Interesting question. Yeah, I'm gonna look and see, Elizabeth, if I can find any information about him. If I do, then I will most certainly maybe do another video. So will truckers? Oh, okay, that's a fair question, right? Let's ask, because we know the gas prices are what the hey, people. But then again, typically in summertime, right, gas prices also go up, right? Oh, wow. Okay. Gas price is going up. Guess what? We have the Death card and then the Chariot card, which has everything to do with transportation. Ah, wow. Okay. The Death card does talk about, as we all know, transformation, Scorpio. And then, yes, transportation. Oh my goodness. Queen of Swords. Yeah, there's going to be some yeah. And the Four of Wands. But here's the thing, y'all. I do believe that there is going to be some pushback as far as the transportation industry is concerned, the truckers are concerned, etc. But I do believe for a brief period of time, I would not be surprised if that kind of comes to a grinding halt, or rather dialed back transportation, right? Trucking, logistics. But I also do believe that with the Three of Wands, that there is going to be some sort of attempt to pacify, to appease, such that commerce can continue to progress, like commerce is not deeply affected. So they are probably going to start working with the Truckers Association or whatever they call this, the government agencies, in one way, shape, or form. They might even offer them some, I don't know, tax kickback. So I don't know, however, somewhere they'll try to offer a compromise for them, because they do not want commerce to be affected, right? So they're going to try their level best to make sure that they are able to balance, find a happy medium, and try to kind of limit the damage that it would cause American economics and consumers. So they're going to try to offer them something on the back end, and they say, hey, maybe we'll cut you some slack as far as taxes are concerned, or this or that or whatever, because they are very, very concerned. They are going to do their very best to cooperate, accommodate the truckers as far as logistics in America, if you will, to make sure that commerce continues to keep moving, that it doesn't stall. Now, the Queen of Swords does, of course, talk about, we know the Swords energy, its intellect, its rationale, its decisiveness, that sort of a thing. They are going to try to do their level best to be very rational in their approach to the government. When I say they, the government, to resolve this issue before the poo hits the fan. But then you have the Moon card pop up, and the Moon card does talk about, basically, I would say it's a no card for me, but they have to really step outside their comfort zone to figure out a way to resolve this. I do believe at the end of the day, the truckers are not going to be satisfied with what the government is offering, but still they're going to say, all right, fine. I mean, it's like, I'm not completely satisfied with your offer. I'm still going to shout and holler and yell and make a lot of noise, but damn it, it's like, pardon my language, but dang it, I'm going to say, all right, fine, let's kind of pull our resources together and huggy kissy, we're all a happy family. They're still going to have some the truckers are not going to be completely appeased, I don't believe. But I do believe that they're going to try their level best to avoid things really getting to the extent that it did in Canada. So I'll do another reading for that in terms of the shutdown and elections and all that. I won't get into the politics, but there's a reading coming up for that. Yeah, I mean, of course, because of shortages, and look at the gas prices, it's ridiculous. Um, So let me ask Elizabeth Angiano. I'll do a reading for her, Elizabeth. I'll do a reading for her. Okay, now let's see. What was wrong with the kid in Uvalde? Basically, he needed a good old spanking when he should have got a spanking, and he didn't. He's like, oh, my child is so perfect, and oh my God, my child cannot do anything wrong. Oh no, honey, don't do that, honey. No, that's the problem with America, because everybody's afraid. Oh, you can't spank a child. Oh my God, positive reinforcement. Oh my God, bull crap. That's what I say. Look, my generation, we got spanked. You did something stupid. Your parent told you 3 times, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And in spite of that, you go do it. Guess what? You didn't listen when I gave you a verbal kind of thingy. So now I'm going to give you a nice little spank. And we turned out fine. We are not all mentally all bizarre, and we didn't go berserk, and we didn't all run off and buy guns and do stupid stuff. We turned out fine, and I'll fess up to it. Yeah, I did spank my kids when, same thing. I'll tell you once, twice, thrice. You don't listen, then too bad. I gave you the option. I gave you an opportunity. I explained to you, why can't I do that? Well, if you do it, this is what's going to happen. These are the repercussions. Is that what you want to do? In spite of that, you don't listen to me? Yeah. Swat them on their butts. They turned out fine. They still remember, oh my God, I'll never do stuff like that. That was it. Yeah, my kids, knock on wood, they turned out fine. Smart, educated kids, successful by their own right, very progressive in terms of, proactive and, I mean, they are responsible adults. What more can I ask? They didn't fall into drugs. They didn't fall into crime. They turned out fine. What's wrong with America? We are so overprotective about our kids. Oh, don't look at my child like that. Oh my God, my child is a saint. You can't. No, your child is not a saint. Your child is a little shit. Get to parenting. It's actually the parents' problem. They are the ones who need a good old spanking, because they just let the kids go crazy. These again, not all parents. If the shoe fits, wear it. If it doesn't, don't bother. Okay? I mean, you look at what happens in the school systems now. The parents, they don't give a rip. Some parents, okay, and let me preface it by saying, again, if the shoe fits, wear it. If it doesn't, don't bother. They just go drop the kids off in the school and they expect the teachers to babysit your kids. That's basically what they want their teachers to do. It's not their teacher's problem or responsibility to babysit your kids. The teacher's responsibility is to give your kid an education, expand their minds, teach them things that are skill sets that are going to benefit them as they grow up and get into the social world and integrate into society. Okay, the teacher is there to teach them, what you need to do, how you need to conduct yourself. I mean, these are skill sets you're going to learn that's going to help you, right? But it's not the teacher's responsibility to sit there and actually literally babysit your kids. Wait, you want the teacher to teach your kids all this stuff, but then you don't want the teacher to reprimand the kid. Wait, what? How? I can't, y'all. Exactly. Thank you. Wait, now we're having a really great conversation. Oh my God, this is great. So, it says, we'll give him a spanking. No, I mean, you know what I mean, right? I mean, look, I tell you, growing up, more than getting, it's not like every day we got spanked. I mean, we learned soon enough, we better not piss off mom or dad, right? It's not like every single day, like, oh, we would go to sleep, being spanked or whatever. That's not the case. But whenever it was called for, we learned and we made sure we never did that same stupid thing again. I mean, I remember my mom, just the look in her eyes, y'all, she didn't even have to say a word. She would just give me that look and I was like, oh, shit is about to go down. And it's like, okay, I hear you, I got it, okay. Right? I mean, but it's like, I don't know, y'all. I'm supposed I'm old school. Yeah. How many? Wait, let's start this poll, y'all. Okay, I'm going to do this poll. How many of y'all, of course, I'm in Texas. Wait. Okay. All right. So, okay, there we go. We have a poll going on. All knew if I threatened it, I'd do it, yeah. Will they hold the parents responsible like the Ethan Crumbley? Yeah, wait, hang on 1 second. I'll answer your question, Afro-Human, hang on. 100% say yes. That is so classic. So 100% say yes. Okay, that's so cool. All right. End poll. All right. Here's another poll. Okay, we'll get. I'll answer your question, Afro-Human. Hang on 1 second. Okay. Oh, y'all think Sari is okay. Okay, of course this is kind of a weird question, but okay. Okay. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you, y'all. Thank you. That's what I mean. It's not like, at the drop of the hat you go and just spank your child. No, that's not what I mean. I mean, of course, we will always try to explain to our children that, yeah, exactly. Kids need to know 18 is too young to buy, of course. Okay. So that's another thing that pisses the snot out of me. I'm going to ask really quickly somebody. Yeah, well, if you're cheeky, then you're okay. So wait. Somebody asked. Hang on 1 second. Will they hold the parents responsible like the? Hang on. I don't think so. I don't think they're going to hold the parents responsible. I don't think they're going to hold. Five of Swords. No, y'all, they're not. They're not going to hold the parents responsible. I got the Five of Swords and I got the Six of Pentacles and one more, the World card. No, I don't think they're going to hold the parents responsible for this. Yeah, they're not. They will try to drag the parents in, but the thing is, this child has had worked and earned his money, and out of that money bought the weapon, so they're not going to. Okay, so true. Okay, hold on. Yeah, exactly. Oh gosh, I tell you. Yeah, spanking is not a beating. Exactly. Thank you. It's not like you're whooping the living daylights out of your child. It's not that. It's to say, hey, you're out of line. I gave you a chance. So actions do have consequences. Totally agree. Exactly. How do you, exactly. Hey Megan, how are you? Well, that's true too. I agree, I agree. Some of them, they learn. Some of them are overly sensitive. Some of them are a little bullheaded. What are you going to do? Like as Megan says, different. You should know how best to communicate with your child. It's not that at the drop of the hat you're going to take a belt or a switch and basically like go at them. You can't do that. That's not what I'm saying. I mean, you get a swat on your here or on your butt and I'll tell you what, here's the thing. Okay, in terms of somebody said, the government, how do they know, how can they determine how we raise our children? Exactly, because each home, each environment, each child, the way you bring your values are different from whoever it is sitting in government, right? You may not have the same values, so how can they tell you how to raise your kid? Yes, on the other hand, the government has every right to intervene if you are abusing the child and that sort of stuff. I get it, but seriously, Afro-human, you're funny. Wait. I didn't know he had $7,000 worth of guns and a $60,000 truck. I don't think the truck was $60,000. It sure wasn't a brand new truck. It was probably some pre-owned vehicle that usually kids that age the parents buy. But I don't believe they bought him that truck knowing very well he was going to use it as a whatever, Maybe he stole the truck. Exactly, spanking for discipline is totally different from abuse. Absolutely. Pet peeve. So, I raised two boys. I never took them to a cinema until they were about 3 to 5 years of age. Because then they would understand when I said, shh, talk softly. They would understand when I said, don't be loud. And they would know to ask me, Mommy, I want to go to the bathroom or whatever. And another thing, 3 to 5 years, their attention span is a little bit better than if you were to take a 2-year-old. But I'll be very honest with you, I think I must have taken them to the theaters maybe 2 or 3 times in that age group to see movies in the theaters. It wasn't until they were closer to 7, 8, 9 years of age when I would say, okay, fine, let's go to the movie house, because I felt children would understand they have to keep quiet, the other people are watching, you can't be running around like a headless chicken screaming at the top of your lungs, because I didn't pay whatever I paid to buy a cinema ticket to have some crazy child there screeching his head off, right? I mean, for me it's entertainment, it's my hard-earned money, I'm there to indulge myself and to relax. It's a parent's responsibility to tell the child, hush your mouth and sit your butt down in that chair, don't be a nuisance. I'm not saying the child should be like pin drop silence. When you go for a children's movie, I agree, children are excited and all that stuff, but in the same vein, how much excitement? Are you going to let your child run around on the, those aisles they have? How many times I've seen that happen? How many times? How many times have we seen dumbass adults with their cell phones having conversations in the middle of the movie? Drives me insane. I have on a couple of times actually gone up and tapped them on the shoulder and said, can you shut that dang thing down, like really upset. My tone of voice, it's like, you don't want to have an argument with me now because I won't tolerate it. And they'll be like, oh, we're so sorry. But it's the stupidest thing, right? You go to restaurants, all right? I mean, I'm not talking about going to Chuck E. Cheese or whatever, because yeah, that's a place for kids, I get it. You go to a decent restaurant, you know, Friday evening, you want to go have a meal, and you have these families with their children and all, the children are running around playing with the silverware and doing all. I'm going to stop. I am going to stop. Because that'll, see, we have to have a rant. All right. Exactly 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, the countdown. I remember that. Oh my God. Yeah, imagine he shot his grandma even. Oh my God, that's crazy. It's crazy, but. Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. That is so true. But you know, the sad thing is these kids like, you know, Sandy Hook and Uvalde and all the other many kids, you know, the victims, right? You know, those who survived it are victims too because they've experienced such a traumatic event, right? That can you imagine the trauma they have for the rest of their lives? This thing is going to be so stuck in their heads. How many of them are going to, for the rest of their lives, worry? Like every time, you know, somebody comes, you know, it's not fair. It's just not fair. So basically, not only did he kill 21 people, he's basically ruined the lives of all those people, parents and children, the survivors, the parents and family members of the victims. Oh my God. Yeah, but they don't turn off their cell phones. It's crazy, but anywho. Alright, y'all, I'm just going to stop because, you know, we've been at this for a while and then now I'm going into all kinds of... So let me say thank you so very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. I know it's a little abrupt, but it's 9:45. Let's call it 10:04. And of course, I will most certainly do another reading. I think, you know, I will do it for Alexis and for Nipsey Hussle too. I think I will do that. And we'll see where that takes us, okay? But before I say anything, I want to say, or rather, you know, click off here. I know, Susie, it is so terrible. It is so sad. So, Delvin, Afrohuman, Mel, Susie, then Sunshine Dragonfly, Alia, Afrohuman, Courtney, Gypsy Girl, who else do I have? Margaret, Robin O, Elizabeth. I'm just wanting to call out all your names to say I said Courtney. Then who else? Pop, 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 pop. Lacey Estrada. Hey Lacey, I missed you. I'm sorry I didn't welcome you, but I just seen your name. Hi Lacey. Good to see you. Louise. Hi. Thank you y'all for being here. Debbie Bagley. Then Margaret. Why am I missing names? I have to, Ginger, I have to write down as you clock in or either log in, I have to write down your names so I can, at Carriage House, so I can call your names out and say thank you, but sometimes I just miss it. See, I'm sure I'm missing names. Janet Ackland, My Manx 100, who else am I missing? I just want to call out your names, y'all. I apologize. Janet, okay. Hey, Janet. Wait, yeah, a lot of the grands reared unmarried. Yeah, kind of makes sense. Janet, I'm sorry I didn't. That's not Janet Ackerland. This is just Janet. Janet, I'm sorry I didn't see your name earlier. I apologize. But thank you for joining us. And you're right, a lot of people those days. Thank you, Janet. Lucinda. All right, everybody. I want to say thank you, and stay safe. Blessed be. Oh. Have a great weekend, y'all. All right, everybody. I'm going to log out. All right, 10-4, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, I saw that, Elizabeth. That was terrible. That was terrible. And she pretended like she she was also shot or something, and that's how she got away. Yeah, thank you, Delvin. Yeah, Bunny's quiet. I'm going to have to let him out now. So thank you, everybody. I'm going to end this stream. Much love to you. I do appreciate you all. Thank you so very much. And to those of you who are just visiting, I hope you stay, subscribe, become a part of this the Real Tarot family. And I will see you in the next whatever video live stream that we do. Thank you so much. Bye for now. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, everybody. My pleasure.